What's going on, guys? So I am now, it's like 4 a.m. I'm just now finishing up, well, hopefully finishing up my Polar FIS install. I have a 2014 Jetta Sportwagen 6P black on black with the leather. I do have an aftermarket um radio in here. It is the Enon unit. I want to say Enon 315, something like that, 550. I don't know. Anyway, it's a Japanese. It's a Chinese unit. It's okay. I won't say it's the best, but I've had it for about 2 years. Anyway, that's not my point. I was wondering if I could actually use the FIS unit with this aftermarket head unit, because to get to the FIS unit, you have to go to the thing that says phone on your screen here. So note on my 2014 Jetta Sportwagen 6B black on black, you will note that this is a white display here, white dot display. I have the hood open because I'm charging the battery. I was doing a few other things. I'm gonna give a shout out to the one and only. He was I shot a short before this talking about basically losing my mind because I couldn't get this thing to work, and I was really upset. But shout out to him for critiquing my videos. I really appreciate when you guys give me feedback on my videos. It will just do nothing but help get me better or make me say screw it and start focusing more on driving. But nonetheless, or hire an editor, because I need to do something about that. Anyway, with that said, so shout out to the one and only. Anyway, going out to the FIS unit here. So this is what's very, very important. Right now, mine is actually plugged in and everything like that right now. So if you go to this, let's see, it's plugged into the USB. You go in there and you press reconnect. It will say that the unit is connected. So, all right, cool. It will say that the unit is connected. So even before this, though, I skipped a few steps. Sorry. You're gonna go to Polar's website here, like so, and then you're gonna click on the updater tool up here. See that updater tool? Click on that. It's gonna tell you that, hey, you are downloading something from a very bad site. I'm currently in the United States, and some of the Eastern European countries aren't exactly getting along right now. So I don't know if this is a product of that, or maybe where you may be in the world, it may be different. I'm not sure. I'm just going to go ahead and say that. But what we'll do is here, so you click on that there. It's going to say cool. After you get it to your actual laptop or computer, you get it to your computer, then Windows is going to say, hey, yo, this is not it, my boy. Are you sure you want to do that? You go click on more info, and then you click on run anyway. I'm not trying to tell you guys to break your computers. Make sure your mileage may vary. Make sure you're not breaking any type of international sanctionings or anything like that, depending on where you're in the world. Politics are crazy, man. But anyway, before you even really do anything with this computer, basically take it out of the box and do this. They actually say that in instructions, but this is where I was going wrong. So notice I was saying I do have the white dot matrix on there. You go to your update, and it'll say basically that I have mine connected to the car right now. So it's going to say I'm going to disconnect, and say, like, it's going to say I'm disconnected from your car now. Cool, bet. And then you're going to go to update. So you guys will just say this. We'll say update. It doesn't want to do it. No new updates. All right, hold on. All right, cool. I just hit reconnect and update. So you're going to load the firmware version in that for your car. The instruction manual is super not clear about this, or I'm pretty dense and it was really late. What I was doing is like, okay, the limited programming knowledge that I have, you go to the largest number because that's the newest firmware update, right? Like, cool, there, beta, it's not an alpha, whatever, that sounds good. You go there, and it's don't have an Audi A3 or RS3 or TTRS or anything. It says a red and white display. I have some red on my display, but not white. I have white. But this one says Volkswagen Seat, Skoda. It's just straight red. So I was going here and saying, all right, well, you know what? Cool, man. Well, I speak English, so I was loading. I was loading one of these in there, and it was not great. I'm just gonna load that in there so you guys can see it. It does take a little bit of time. How's your day where you're at in the world right now? Hope it's good. Right now it's Sunday morning here, and I have to be up in a few hours. But it's almost holiday. Well, it's almost Christmas time. I'll just say it that way. I'm not the most, fearing person of Christmas, so I loaded in. I would have actually loaded in English, but I double clicked. I fat fingered this, so it would go there, and I'm like, well, sorta, but it would not show up in my dash. So here is the trick. If you have the 2014 Jetta Sportwagen, just like myself, some website says it will not work, and I didn't know if that was a function of maybe just having the 6-speed, or if it's the car, or if it's the gauge cluster, or if it's the aftermarket radio. But I couldn't get mine to work, so I reached out to some people, and shout out my man Austin Cabot. You can actually find his video of back in 2013 when he was doing this to his TDI online. It's track tuned if you just type that into YouTube, but I'm gonna do a little update here. I mean, not saying I'm better than him, but he is my real life friend. I actually know him from the racetrack. So I went to test here, and then you can look at your colors here. You'll see color Russian. I don't speak Russian, but I do speak English, but that one's red, and Spanish red, color white, color English hex. Click on that there. It's gonna load. It's gonna pick it up. Boot-doo-doo-doo. Like I said, mine is actually still kind of laying on the floor down there. I'm gonna show you guys that here in a minute. Loading. It takes a little bit of a time here. I'll pause it. And after it's loaded, it's gonna say, I'll see mine up. Wow, why do cell phones not work like that anymore? Used to be able to just tap it and things would just focus. Anyway, so you see white dot matrix, yada yada yada. Everything's cool. It says all the stuff on there right there, like I got that. And for mine, since mine has been connected to the car, I will just unplug like so. And that will actually tell the box to say, hey, I'm awake. CAN bus is a very weird system. Like I said, I do have the Enon head unit. Little Cowboy Bebop theme in the back of there. See, it doesn't work super duper well, but it is okay. I have 6.5 door speakers all the way around. They are amplified, all from Scar. They are pretty good. Actually, they're from TT Sounds. So that's a whole nother ride. If you guys actually want to see how I had to put the 6.5 door speakers in here, like they are jam-packed. I also got these in there. I took the mids out because I got a lot of mid actually too, and I have 2 12s in the back also. With that said, so I do have, like I said, I have the hood open. I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off. There we go. I was doing some other work on my car, so it's saying that none of that's available. Okay, you go over there. Not really. But then you go to there, and it says phone, and it says EGT, yada yada yada, all these things. You can go to different screens. As you could tell, I have not set any of that up yet, but that is pretty much how that goes, how that on the software end, how that looks. For the hardware end, like I said, you could check out Austin Cabot's video on YouTube. It's under Track Tuned. I believe he did it on his 2013 Volkswagen TDI. I think his was I don't know if his was a 6-speed or not. I'm not dropping, I'm not sure. But it does work, so I'll just give you guys a little hint of how I installed it real quick here. Like I said, still got stuff on the floor. You definitely want to go ahead and disconnect the battery when you're doing stuff like this, because that is an airbag right there. Got my 82 unit here, but this is the airbag. What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to basically there's another little skid plate that comes down up under here. You take that down, you pull off the airbag there, and when you do that, you're gonna actually take out this area here. I guess it'd just be like a little cubby hole there, and then you're gonna take out. Wow, I can't really do this at the same time. I am so sorry. So there is a screw. Wow, I can't light the way. Do you see the way? Okay, so there's a screw right there, and then there's a screw deep down in there. You'll be able to see it when you have it back in there. But that's gonna pull. Wow, it's really dark in there. Anyway, that's gonna pull that down. So good like that, right? You're gonna pull that out, and then that's gonna allow you to access the actual CAN bus module, which this is the actual CAN bus module. Boom. So maybe if I turn the light down. No, well, maybe not. Okay. And then when you all up in here, you're gonna have that little red box or that little red module right there, or plug. Wow, pigtail. You're gonna pull that out of the main one there. You're gonna plug that into your FIS unit, and then you have your mini. What is it? Mini? Or is it micro? Mini USB plug that goes into the FIS unit, and you got a pigtail here that goes into the other end of it. And that will daisy chains right on down to your actual CAN bus unit. I am going to be putting this back in here. I am going to be doing it a very professional style with some zip ties. So make sure you guys just don't leave that thing hanging. You don't want to have any CAN bus problems in these cars. As you might have heard, Volkswagens are notorious for check engine lights and all things of that nature. And I'm not trying to do it because my car's fresh out of warranty. And I still owe money on it. But enough about me. Make sure you like, subscribe. Go ahead and send money to my Patreon, whatever you want to do. Appreciate it. Anyway, with that said, all right. So I'm going to show you guys a few other little things. I'm going to plug the thing back into there. Turn on the key. It'll say it's connected. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, I hate that sound. If I could somehow get rid of that. I wonder if I could code that out of here. Anyway, so I'm going to connect or reconnect. It's connected. Cool. And then you go to edit settings. I'm not sure what any of this is. The spare part number protocol, ECU, data. I'm not sure what any of that is. And I'm not going to mess with it. But you can go to parameters. And then you can go to the quantity of parameters, right? You can do how many parameters you want to put on a screen. You can do how many screens you want. I'm going to bring that back down to where it was. What edit screen is. I don't know. Anyway, parameter 1. See here, parameter 1, temperature before turbo. Don't know what that means. All right, cool, whatever. Coolant temperature, oil temperature, oil or outside temperature. Oh, your edit screen is the one that you're like, okay, that's the one you're on. Got it. And then, so say you're on there, you can go vehicle speed. I can just scroll over to that right now. Yeah. Yeah. So pretty cool. Got 6 parameters on this particular one. I don't think you can do that though. So it really only looks like there's room for 4. Not sure. Anyway, you could do that and you can figure out which ones you want to do. Your G-force, your lateral. Instant value of that, huh? Your instant value, your mean, or minimum, mean, maximum. So I guess I could tell how many G's I pull in a corner, that may be useful. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. We will see. Okay, so it does look like it's semi-limited in what you can select. But yeah, you guys are learning the same time I am, so fuel volume and tank, engine power use. Oh my, that seems like a lot of stuff. Anyway, but that's just touching the tip of the iceberg there, and you got some configuration stuff here. You can read options, engine, boost read auto, I guess. I'm not sure what that is. Relative or absolute, oil options. I'm just leave all that alone, I guess. Lambda units. Oh yeah, we gotta go AFRs with that. I don't understand. I don't understand lambda. This is America. I don't understand that. They didn't teach us that in school. PSI. Now we got that. Yeah, well, we got that. Go torque, stock torque, tune torque. I can change it. Can I just add some right now? That'd be cool. Yeah, pretty cool. Up buttons plus. You could turn some stuff down. Oh wow, you could actually. Oh, okay. So you could actually configure your steering wheel controls just with doing this, which is pretty cool. I was reading about that, but I never knew what it meant. Okay. Well, with that all said, you can do your, I forgot about this too. You can do your different modes of your mirrors. You can make your turn signals click more times. You can do a few other things. And then when you're all done with that, you go to send it to the box and looks good. So with that said, I'm going to cut this video real quick. I'm not even going to cut this video. I'm just going to load it and load and go. And shout out to the one and only anybody else who's watching the video. Shout out to Austin Cabot at Track Tune. Love you, man. Thank you for reaching back out to me. Yeah. And this should be pretty good. I'm hoping to use some of this for some before and after modifications. So if you guys didn't already see that already, I did not tune. EPA, do not get after me. I took my car to the dyno to see what the stock numbers are and basically see how the motor is doing. So I did 130 horsepower and 230 torque. I'm rounding up. I want to say it was like maybe 127 and like 232 torque. I'm not gonna, be a stickler about that type of stuff. So with that said though, SK out. One.